and I will start this session. Hi, I'm Christophe Mincke. I'm head of the Criminology department of the NICC, and I'm in charge of welcoming you to this Carceral Geography Conference, the fourth one, in Brussels, but not in Brussels. So we are here at the seventh stage of the Finance Tower in Brussels. It's raining outside and the sun is not shining, but it's rising, so they say. And so I welcome you. On behalf of the scientific committee, you have here a complete list, and those people were really helpful to help us writing the call and selecting the proposals and giving us feedback on our ideas. So they are, voilà, we are really grateful to them. This couldn't happen without them. It couldn't have happened without the organizing committee, Dani, Maria, Anouk, myself, yes, and Olivier. Thank to them all. And it couldn't happen today without the producing team, because what you will see and hear is the chair, the speakers, but you won't see, or maybe you will sometimes hear them. They are behind their computers and they are trying to make this experience as good as it can be by giving word to the people, sharing the screens and the PowerPoints and so on. So Lynn, Anouk, Arde, myself, Olivier, David and Anna, we will on different times during these 2 days be working behind the screen. So we are trying these 2 days to discuss. It's quite new for us because it's the first time we organize a fully online event. We were candidates to the organization, thinking we would meet in Brussels, go and drink some Belgian beers, visit Brussels and have a chat with a coffee in our hands. It's not. It won't be that way today, so it is, but we will try to discuss about defining the carceral through spaces and movements. It means using space and movements to define the carceral, studying the concrete characteristics of carceral spaces and mobilities, embedding carceral spaces and mobilities into typologies, and exploring epistemologies and methodologies. We received 51 proposals, and it was really a challenge to select 21 of them. So we are sorry for the one who were not selected. It's not because they weren't good, but we tried to make a coherent program. And yes, we had the obligation of dismissing some of your proposals, and we are really sorry for that. There will be 7 sessions. And each session is a live event in Teams. These live events are recorded, and for the speakers who authorized it, the majority of them, the presentations will be online on carceralgeography.com within a few days. We choose to create 7 different live events for the convenience of the fact that we can begin and end the session and say, okay, this one is recorded and that's it. It's always a good beginning. So the titles are here. I remind you that you can find on carceralgeography.com the whole program. In the whole program, you will find links to the different sessions. So please do click on these links to join us on the different sessions. The Teams system is quite peculiar, and so if you are just a common attendee, not a speaker, not a producer, you will only have the possibility to interact with us through the question and answer chat box. We will discuss this a little bit later, but yes, I'm really sorry. You see me, I don't see you. You hear me, I don't hear you. but so it is. We didn't have a lot of choice. We will have an online exhibition, and Anna Schlier will talk you a little bit more about this later. And during the pause, the coffee breaks, the lunch break, a chat room will remain open. Please check your mails. For the one who registered, we have your mails. We had your mails into Teams, and then you will get a mail with the address of the chat room. It's an invitation to a Teams meeting. During these meetings, you will be able to open your microphone, switch on your camera. It will be difficult because we are more than 200 registered participants. So don't hesitate to create side events, side meetings, just to ensure a dialogue, a fluid dialogue about, I don't know, specific questions, or with specific peoples and colleagues you wanted to meet in Brussels, and with who you won't be able to chat in face to face, but don't hesitate to create your own meeting. Please give them a clear name so that everybody knows what it is about. On Tuesday, from 3:30 p.m., we will start another Teams meeting, which will be the closing discussion. The aim is, after a short introduction by Olivier, Milhaud, and by myself, to have a chat around the future of our field of carceral geography. What was interesting during these 2 days? What can we do tomorrow? Are there ideas about new topics, new approaches, and so on? So don't hesitate to participate. We will create the meeting short, half an hour before it begins, and you will get a notification on your mailbox. So it's an international meeting. There will be different languages, not in the presentations, but in the chat rooms, different scientific literatures. It's a pluridisciplinary conference. I think it's really important to remind that carceral geography is not only geography. It's also criminology, it can be law, history, or whatever. So it's different approaches, different contexts of knowledge production, and we are really happy with that, because we think that it's the richness of our field depends on the multiplicity of disciplines. So let us help one another to broaden our horizons. So how will it work? It will work online. So ask written questions through the chat. Then the chair will collect them. If we have too much questions, we will choose some of them. Feel free to ask your question later in the chat room. Don't forget to indicate precisely your question and to who it is addressed if there are two speakers. So breakout rooms will be open beside this. So we will let the chat room open the whole day long. So if you want to leave a session and go and have a chat with colleagues in the chat room, it's always possible. Be indulgent, please, because we are trying to do our best, but we are not sure that everything will happen correctly. And if there are technical issues, how can you get information? We will make notifications through Teams. So if you're logged in and if the mail address we have is the mail address with which you are connected to Microsoft Teams, you will get a notification if there's a change, if there's the opening of a new session or so. We'll also send emails. So when we make a change in Microsoft Teams, it will automatically send an email to the address you gave to us. So for the registered attendees, please check your mails if there's a problem. And for minute-to-minute live info about the problem, please check Twitter, the @CarceralJug account, which is accessible even without Twitter, even without a Twitter account, will give you some more information. The rest of the time, it will give you some sort of a live tweet of the conference. But if there's a problem, we will post there. There is a new session here. Please connect this way and so on. Okay, donc I hope there will be no technical issue. We try to check a lot of variables, but we are not sure that everything will be all right. I will now give the word to Anna Schlier to talk about the online exhibition. So,
yes, hi everyone, and thank you, Christophe. I just wanted to very briefly introduce the online exhibition that is called Perspectives and the Art of Comparison. And the exhibition developed alongside our fieldwork for the Compen project, which you can find out more about on the website. And we were very much interested in the kind of comparative aspects of the research process, because we did our fieldwork in England and Wales and Norway, and so had a lot of opportunity to talk about and think about how comparison works. And I guess this is also part of the mobility theme that Christophe was talking about. So just to give you a couple of pointers, the access is on www.compen-exhibition.com, and the password, which I don't know if you can see here very well, it's boundary, capital B, and then 007 to get into the exhibition. You also find a little bit more information on the website on the project, and you can see our latest blogs and so on. So it will be open for the next 2 days, so you can kind of log in at your leisure, just have a look around. The way the exhibition is supposed to work is that you can see the pictures, you can just scroll through the pictures. You can also put them, extend them on your screen, but if you keep them in the view that they are in at the start, you can kind of use your cursor, the mouse, to kind of go over the picture, and then you will see more information. So initially you won't be able to see if it's England and Wales or Norway, so you can maybe have a look at the picture and just decide where you think it might be, and then find out more when you go over the picture. That's basically it. I hope you enjoy the exhibition and the conference, and I'll see you later.
thank you, Anna. So enjoy. I remind you that the program with the links to the sessions is available on carceralgeography.com. Everyone can join us, so even the people who didn't register are able to see the whole conference. They just won't have access to the chat rooms, so the final discussion and the coffee break room. So we are sorry for that, but we had to stop the registration at a time to be able to encode all the mail addresses, but don't hesitate to give the link to your colleagues and to share the word so that everybody can join us. I will now wait until 9:30 so that we can begin with the first session, because I think there are a lot of people who are joining us now, and I don't want them to lose the first presentation. So I will just leave the floor now and wait to to 9:30. Thank you all and see you.